I guess parents really, everybody wants their best for their children. And this comes also, it applies in spirituality, right? You're giving them the material knowledge, the material, the nice things. You're making their lives comfortable. You're making them happy.
Leaving no stone unturned in their academic life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? You'll do everything you have to do,
extra lessons, extra tutoring, all these, the extracurricular activities, which are absolutely important. We did that. We, music and, all these other activities and, sports, very important. But there also is the spiritual side of it. And I think that's the part that gets often, we'll figure it out, or don't even get addressed, and that's important because the spiritual development is what's going to help them get through those moments when you're not there, either physically or, just...
at the end of the journey.
At the end of the journey, yeah. That's what builds up the strength within, right? It's important to be able to set them up for success in life.
Physically or metaphysically.
Yeah.
This is... Yeah. Again, it's a spiritual science that has been practiced for ages.
Yeah.
And there's substance to it. And those of us who are walking the path or have been doing these things will you guys will be a testimony to that. You can drop your stories in the comments.
Yeah, please. Just let us know. And as parents, even as what are some things that you consciously do for your children? I know we both have been very fortunate to be part of a growing movement with this organization, or I guess it's an organization. It's kind of just a few parents and a few souls and dharmic minds that are thinking forward.
Amazing initiative that's needed in today's society, in our dharmic society. It's called Diya.
Yeah.
Light the Diya.
Light the Diya.
And, when it comes to knowledge, and spiritual knowledge especially, remember, Aham Brahmasmi. This physical body is powered by the Atma, by the soul, which is a light, right? And so light the Diya, I'm pretty confident that what they mean is when you light the Diya, all it takes is one Diya to be lit.
Yeah.
And then what can you do with that one Diya? You can have your Diwali.
Yeah.
You can have your Diwali and
your Deepavali, literally, right? A row of lamps.
And cheers to them.
Cheers to that.
I think last week you were blessed to be a part of.
Yes, I was very fortunate. I spoke on one aspect of light, Havan, right? And that was wonderful. The kids, they're so sharp because, like we said, the parents are doing their part to get them the academic knowledge, and you can see all these kids, they're sharp, they do well. You can tell they do well in school,
right? And they're infusing that into this as well. I was blessed today to join as well, and actually my pranams to Pandit Ravi, to Pandit Kuber, to Didi Kim, Didi Ash, Didi Nadia,
Dr. Bhairavi,
Bhabiji, and to the entire team. It's such an amazing initiative that
you mentioned
is
Kim?
going to
mention Kim?
I did.
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
I did. No. It's an amazing team that they've got, and it's been over a year, if I'm not mistaken.
And I didn't even know about. I knew about it because I saw him post. I think a couple times, but I didn't know there's a lot of kids that are joining in.
And it's not just pundits that are giving the presentation.
Right. Yeah.
Shout out to Diya.
She
did an amazing job
today. Great job.
And, they're giving presentations. And not just, saying, oh, why do I love Mother Saraswati? Not, that's a great topic.
Yeah.
But to the point where the column of fire that Shankar Bhagwan... without getting too deep, with Mahavishnu,
no, please,
and Brahmadev, Lord Shiva himself, she narrated better than I'm going to do in this little synopsis, but basically Shivji, she expounded on the katha where from the Shiv Puran, where Shivji, in search of the beginning and the end of that divine light, that column of fire, Mahavishnu and Brahmadev, they went in their respective directions, and if you want a little more about it, we'll get into it.
Yeah,
but basically,
again.
It was beautiful and it was informative. These things that they're doing, they're giving them tools that'll help them. Actually, Pandit Kuber said it on today's presentation. These skills are not just for the meetings, are not just for the mandirs. These skills are going to be able to go and to take it out into the world use them respectively.
Valuable.
And so we would like to give a little shout out to this amazing organization.
Yes.
And we'll leave a link.
We'll leave a link to their pages. They usually meet Thursday nights. I think with the holidays, there might be some times where they're not meeting. But we'll definitely, and we'll share it. We'll share it on our social media, our Instagram, our Facebook too. And if you have kids, it's a great way. It's only about, I think, 20 minutes, maybe 20 to 30 minutes.
Or if you yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even if, we're all kids in the eyes of God.
Yeah. But it's definitely for kids. And you mentioned Diya. Diya is very young, right?
Yeah, I would say she couldn't be more than 8 or 9.
8, okay. Yeah, so that's awesome, man. I think that is what we need. We need more of. And parents, please, it doesn't have to be... just get your children involved,
We speak of sense of urgency all the time. But you see, if you don't start now...
Yeah. When are you going to start?
And then later on, the thing is, right? Yeah. If you... The seed, right? When you plant the seed and you don't... the analogy I'm trying to look for, right? But basically, if you try it later, if you plant the seed and you don't give it any water, if you don't give it any care, now... How do you think it's going to grow?
What's going to happen?
And then even if it grows, long story short, what I'm basically saying is if you don't start now, don't try to start later.
Yeah.
You can try to start, but it's going to be way more difficult.